Today we're going to be looking at the brand new released Diamond Select Marvel Gallery Black Widow PVC Diorama statue. Natasha Romanova was a young orphan when she was drafted into the Russian Black Widow Ops program, which trained women in the art of espionage. Giving enhanced abilities and an extended lifespan in the Red Room facility, she was sent on missions in the US, where she clashed with Iron Man and the Avengers. After her defection to the US, she became an on and off member of the Avengers and co-founded the original Champions, but mostly remained an independent operator. Her bracelets fire an electrical charge, the Widow's Bite, that can incapacitate an opponent. This diorama of Black Widow is based on her appearance in Marvel Comics. It is made of high-quality PVC and was sculpted by Alejandro Pereira. If your question was, how big is the PVC diorama statue of Black Widow, the simple answer to that is 5.5 inches in height. She comes included with a display stand. I say she comes included with a display stand because theoretically, you can actually remove Black Widow from the base altogether. Now, this will mean that the figure is not going to stand at all. She's going to topple over, primarily because she's got now a big honking peg sticking out from the underside of her boot here. I just took her off just to show you that she is removable and to show you the display base. Now, the display base is a circular black base, and atop that is the Black Widow symbol. I have to admit, though, it's not the cleanest of symbols. I literally just took this out of packaging, and it's got all this scuff, and I'm not really sure what's on it. It's just almost like schmutz or something. Even in the top corner, I'm not really sure what's happened here. I may have to be able to just take a cloth. I'm hoping I can clean that away because it does look good. I mean, it's got a translucent interior to it that you can see through it. There's no means to actually mount this on anything, nor is there really. I guess you could light something through from the bottom and project it through to the top of the Black Widow standing atop of it. I just wish, though, that the base, the plastic that they used, was just a little on the cleaner side. Talking quickly about the paint that's been done, as you can obviously see, the translucent red obviously is the primary, but then around it they've painted in gold. Some of the gold unfortunately hasn't been finished. A little bit of the paint is just kind of removed on the corners there. The rest of it seems okay, passable at best. There's some areas where it doesn't look like the gold really has completely finished its way around and on top of the red. Instead, now you can kind of see a lot of the red showing through. I could probably take like some gold paint. I probably could finish that up, clean that up a little bit. It's just a shame that getting it out of packaging immediately has that. Then you've got your peg hole on the one side of the base, and then of course the big knobby knob that we just finished looking at. And the figure's foot just attaches into place. And then you've got Black Widow. Despite feeling a little disappointed on the base itself, I have to say that the statue of Black Widow more than makes up to it. This is a glorious, gorgeous representation of Black Widow, and I do really like the look of this. The face is really pretty, and she definitely has a more European look to it than perhaps, say, Scarlett Johansson, who portrays her in the film. It's definitely a really nice portrait here of Black Widow. Her hair is a very fiery red. It does look like it has several different colors of red. In fact, the bangs on the front seem to have a much more darker sort of red, with the lighter red being behind it. Now, throughout the lighter bit of red, you also get the airbrushed darker red that's kind of making its way through it. It doesn't make its way through all of the red, like the bottom areas of the hair also stay a little bit on the lighter side, with more of the darker red kind of staying up around here. Now, as for her outfit, she is wearing a more comic-inspired costume. The coloring that they used for it, as I can best describe it, is almost like a blue-based black. It's really spectacular, and it almost seems to have its own bit of lighting to it. I kid you not, there's no additional airbrushing and white that's been added to it, but it does an astonishing job of reflecting the light exceptionally well. I mean, especially when you are like moving the statue around, you can really see that the light really reflects well around the statue. The paint, otherwise, for these slight shortcomings here on the base, the paint's very clean on Black Widow. In fact, looking it around, other than, I will say this, other than the nostril area, which hopefully you can see, they've painted in, or I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's just a bit of paint that's chipped off. Initially, when I looked at it, I thought it was a nostril, but then, I mean, when I look closer at it, it definitely looks like maybe there's a little bit of paint that's been chipped off, sadly. So, okay, it's not 100% a clean paint job, but at the very least, almost from a distance, and I'm not giving them a pass on this, but certainly from a distance, it does a little bit look like a nostril, so I can kind of get away with that, and I'm not overly disappointed that that paint is chipped there. It could also even look like a piercing, and I know that's not necessarily the case, but again, you can get away with something like that being chipped there, rather than a big notable area here on the cheek or around the eye. You would see that much more. The eyes are extremely pretty. You get the eyebrows there as well. They've even sculpted the ears underneath the long flowing locks of hair. Again, the outfit is a really nice color. Some nice accenting gold colors here on the Widow's Bite bracelets that she's sporting, as well as the belt. The belt also happens to sport the Black Widow logo, which is very nicely presented here in black and red. Speaking of nice little accents, I don't know why I like this so much, but there's a nice outlining here of the chain around her top area here. It's just a little bit of gold. It's just a slight tiny bit of gold, but it definitely resonates well for the statue itself. As for the rest of her coloring, she does have the black in the boots, and ironically enough, she has shinier gloves. I wish that the gloves would have matched that of the boots. Either the boots be a shinier plastic or shinier PVC painted, or the gloves would have been more matted, so at least, at the very least, that they would have gone closer together. Maybe you perhaps like the fact that she does have the shinier gloves and the more matted boots. I kind of wish that the two were more closer to one another. Like I said, it's not a very large statue, looking at standing at only about 5.5 inches. We flip the base upside down again. It's very hollow, being the fact that this is also PVC plastic, like I had mentioned in previous Diamond Select reviews. It keeps the cost down on these. This is a very affordable statue at under, I think, $30 if you're looking to pick this one up for yourself. If this was granted more of a resin piece, then you would be looking at a price point closer to about $100. As we get near the end of this review, a couple of little extra features that I do quite like is the fact that she does have her holstered pistol in there. I don't know why, but the handle area looks like it's been molded around her thigh. Probably could have been a little on the straighter side. It should have actually gone straight down and not necessarily curved around the shape of her thigh. Again, just a little small thing, but I do notice that. I mean, when you look at that, it does look like, why is the pistol handle curved the way it is instead of running straight down? Other than the pistol, which is of the smallest of my concerns, other than that little splotch of black paint there, and other for the fact that the base itself could have been maybe a little bit cleaner, I absolutely love this statue. The Diamond Select PVC diorama statue of Black Widow here should now be available in comic book stores. In fact, I've already now seen her hitting store shelves. Highly would recommend this if you're a big fan of Black Widow. The little nitpicks that I made over the course of this review I think are generally quite small, and in fact results may vary from person to person. You may find actually a bit of a cleaner base with a little bit more gold added around the outer area of the Black Widow symbol, and you may not also have that little splotch of black paint, which again I can chalk up just to being a nostril, even though it isn't really a nostril, but at least from a distance it looks close enough like a nostril. I'm willing to go with that. I can't think of the last time in a review I've talked this much about a nose nostril. But anyways, today though we were having a look at a really pretty looking Diamond Select PVC diorama statue of Black Widow. This is the kind of statue that I really wish could be translated into a Marvel Select figure. I know we've gotten Black Widow Marvel Select figures in the past. but this one's really pretty, and I really wish that they could maybe use similar elements to this for a future Black Widow comic release in action figure form. If you guys haven't had a chance to hit that little subscribe button down below, make sure you do so. Many more videos will be coming your way. Also, if you wanted to see upcoming releases from Diamond Select directly, before they actually hit store shelves, and before you may even see them on this channel alone, you can head over to my playlist, and in the featured channels section, Diamond Select also has a YouTube channel, so you guys can see all the upcoming releases before everybody else does. You kind of get an inside VIP look at some upcoming cool releases from Diamond Select. More videos, guys, will be coming your way, so stay tuned for those. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.